Justice. Vandeham Sri Guru Siyata Parikamalam Sri Guru Vaisnavamsa Sri Rupam Sagajatam Sagamaraganajam Chandam Sadivam Satvaitam Savasutam Balitana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Visakhan Vidamsa Ayanatimirandasya Gyanandana Salakaya Jakshurumilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Vaibhava Puri Goswami Namine Gauravani Pajaraya Tatta Sankalpamurtaye Krishna Shakti Swarupaya Sri Bhakti Padayane Namo Namo Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimati Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Namine Devasabhana Videvi Jaya Kripadaya Krishna Sambandha Vikyana Karine Prave Namaha Namo Gaur Kisoraya Sakshat Vairagya Murtaye Vipalam Varasambode Badam Budayate Namaha Namo Bhakti Vinodaya Satitananda Namine Gaura Shakti Swarupaya Rupanuga Valayate Gaura Vibhava Bhumestan Desta Satana Priya Vaishnava Savabhoma Sitaganataya De Namaha Mansakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Adithanam Bhavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namah Namaha Bhatandaya Krishna Prema Padayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namine Gaurvise Namah He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpade Gopisa Gopika Kanda Radha Kanda Namostute Sapta Kanchana Gaurange Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Presabhanusuti Devi Anamami Hari Priya Jayadam Saradhopam Gumavamandamate Gati Madhavasya Padam Bodho Siddhartha Mata Namokano Dibya Dvindaranya Kalpa Tumata Simatatnagara Simhasanastu Disiddhartha Sila Govinda Devo Pastari Vise Vimano Smarami Imandara Sarasaram Pivamsi Padadastita Gashan Venu Svanai Gopya Gopinata Sriyestuna Vrindai Tulasi Devai Priyayai Kesavasyaja Krishna Bhakti Pari Devi Sajivedai Namo Namah Panchatatvatmakam Krishnam Bhaktarupa Swarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakyam Namam Bhakti Shaktikam Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadha Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Namo Ram Hare Hare Shri Guru Dharana Potamo Kevala Bhagavati Sotmo Shri Guru Dharana Padma Kevala Bhagavati Sotmo Undamuri Savotano Omate Savat Nara Prasadevai Epavado Diyajai Epavado Krishna Prabhi Hai Jo Ahoy De Guru Mukha Padma Vaikya Sitete Kariya Ikya Sitete Kariya Adona Kuriyo Moni Asa Shri Guru Jadana Rati Ese Uttama Koti Ese Uttama De Prasadi Pure Sarko De Prasadi Pure Sarko Yaksudan Dilo Je Jamle Jamle Prabhu Se Yaksudan Dilo Je Jamle Jamle Prabhu Se Vide Gnana Vide Prokashito Vide Gnana Vide Prokashito Blame Bhakti Javite Abhija Vinasha Jate Nima Bhakti Javite Abhija Vinasha Jate Sede Gajara Tarita Sede Gajara Tarita Sri Guru Karuna Sindhu Adhama Janara Bandhu Sri Guru Karuna Sindhu Adhama Janara Bandhu Lokena Lokena Tibana Lokena Lokena Tibana Ah Prabhu Varadai Te Hamore Bada Jaya Gurudev Bhaktita Bhavana Te Bhaktita Bhavana Gurudev 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 Sila Bhakti Vai Baba Sila Puri Goswami Sila Bhakti Vai Baba Sila Puri Goswami Sila Bhakti Siddhanta Sila Prabhupada Bhakti Siddhanta Sila Prabhupada Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Rama 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 Hare Gurudev Jai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. So we're hearing Sri Gurudev lectures recorded in Europe in 1999. He's saying people ask devotion, what is that? It is a sublime state. Devotee can enjoy its nectar, but a non-devotee cannot understand. Who can understand it? Madhbhakto, my devotee can understand. Manmana bhava matbhakto matyaji mam namaskuru. In the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, the shloka. In the conclusion of the Gita, in the 18th chapter, Krishna tells the summum bonum, Manmana Bhava. Always remember me. And Madhbhakto, be my devotee and serve me. A devotee without service is no devotee. He must do service. What kind of service should he do? It should be service with his body. Rishikeni Rishikesha Sevanam Bhakti Ujjale. In Narad Banjarata Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, this shloka is stated. These are our bodies, limbs, organs, and senses. We must surrender to the Lord through all our limbs. What is that surrender? With our eyes, we will see only the figure of Lord Krishna. With our ears, we will hear all his glories. With our tongue, we will always take his food, prasadam. Whatever food we offer, we will always repeat, sing and hear the glories of the Lord. We will use our heads to prostrate before the Lord and the Vaishnavas, and our bodies to embrace the Murtis and the Vaishnavas. We will engage every limb, organ, and sense in the service of the Lord, like Ambarish Maharaj did. We must become like Ambarish Maharaj. Then Krishna will be pleased. If we want to be a Vaishnava, first we have to surrender to the Lord. If you want to be a Vaishnava without surrender, it's only like being a person in the theater, in the dress of a Vaishnava, like Narada. Such a person acts but is not actually a Vaishnava. He may maintain formalities But inside, in his inner heart, he is not a Vaishnava. He shows an outside picture, but no inside picture. Internally, we must become a servant of the Lord. We have to follow and serve the Lord internally and externally. Seven mukhe jiva do. If one completely surrenders, then the Lord's name, form, beauty, and pastime, everything will dance upon his tongue. So a devotee wants to control his tongue only repeats. Andhedandavini ratim vidamate dundava lilaptaye. The devotee, who is that? He is a gopi. All the gopis are followers of Radhika Devi, Ishwari. If someone gets the blessing of Radhika, he can become her true follower. And he will be allowed to serve Krishna, because Radhika knows how to serve him. Such a devotee will repeat Nam, always, incessantly, day and night. He will become pure. He will steadily repeat Namam. Though he wants to dye his tongue, it will still repeat it. An example is Haridas Thakur, who was repeating 3 lakhs names daily. The Muslim government ordered him not to repeat Krishna Nama. And he said, "You cannot stop me. I am chanting it. It is my will. I am chanting, you cannot stop it. If you kill or destroy this body, if the tongue remains, it will be repeat Nama. I won't stop." So one must have such determination, attachment for Nama. If not, everything is false. All our activities are false. Our mental or physical effort in the name of devotion, everything is hopeless. It is of no use. We must be determined to follow the Vaishnava, always without the association and blessing of a Vaishnava. We must be determined to follow the Vaishnavas always, without the association and blessing of a Vaishnava. We will not be able to follow this path or repeat Nama. It's a short part. Is there any question or anything clear? Yeah, short. Lectures in another place. He spoke like this: our Vedas, or Vedic knowledge, says, you are children of immortality. You are all immortal. You have no birth and no death. You are all eternal servants of the Lord. Why are you afraid of birth and death? Why are you afraid? You're always afraid of something. When you surrender to the Lord, Ashoka Bhaya, you need not feel sorry or unhappy. You need not weep for any loss. And you need not be anxious to have something more. Nasojati na kankshati. Samasavechu bhuteshu, Bhagavad Gita says. Naturally, devotee sees everything equally. And that Atma is dwelling everywhere. So people work hard from morning till night. Do we have more comment? So people work hard from morning till night. Why? It is not to realize Atma. To know the Atma, the body is necessary. If we die, who will be alive? The body is necessary only to realize, serve, and remember that Atma. How do you do that? It will be explained by your spiritual master. And you must learn how to do bhajan. So what is bhajan? It is not only Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. It includes so many things. What are they? All your activities and speech and all the food you take, everything should be favored and for devotional purposes. That in combination with Harinam will help you. Means whatever we do, whatever we eat, whatever we may cook, whatever our activities are, should be favorable to devotion purposes. Or it should not go against the laws of the Lord or the material nature. And in this way, we can do Harinam in combination with these favorable activities. We can chant properly. This is called bhajan. When the sender is the Lord. However, never follow any rules and regulations, and you never follow that which is helpful to your devotion. You should discuss these subjects. All devotional activities and places, only then is it favorable. You must give up what is unfavorable. Srimad Bhagavatam is said, Bhakti yogena manasi samyak pranahiti pranahiti mali. Vasyat purusham bhuvanam mayam jadat abhasvayam. If you control your senses through devotion, the Divine Master or the Supreme Lord's blessings, then you will realize the truth. You can reach that sublime stage. Then you can make your life sublime. You must come to that stage. Adho Shraddha Tadasat Sango Ya Bhajana Kriya Tato Nabhaniriti Syat. In Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, this shloka is spoken If you do bhajan, all your anarthas will be cleared. Anarthas means what? Unwanted behaviors, like sinful activities. It will go away. It will be cleared. What those anarthas are? There are many anarthas. You do not know who you are. If you really do bhajan, then you can realize it to some extent. You will accept what is favorable for your devotion and reject what is unfavorable. And you can have a glimpse of the truth. Continue doing that with nishtha. Regular practice gradually brings you to attachment and power. Nishtha, ruchi, ashakti and power. When you come to power, then you are reaching the border of devotion and devotional life. In the morning, the darkness, you were afraid of its moving out. You cannot see anything in darkness, and you do not know what will happen. When the darkness goes away at dawn, prior to sunrise, when the stage comes, you are free from fear, and you can see clearly. Everything is clear, and in that clear state you can see the sun rising. When the sun rises, you can derive all happiness that is called Brahma. First comes power and then Brahma. We must get that stage. How can we get it? It is by sadhana. We must do sadhana. Why must we do it? The teacher explained about karma and prema. What is karma? Not karma, karma. It's a different meaning. Karma is compared with full darkness, and prema is compared with full sunlight. So without sadhana, sadhana means that we regularly practice devotional life. The beginning is that we regularly chant on the beads as many rounds as Spilo Master suggested us. We follow rules and regulations. There are many of them. And we do it regularly, not missing once a day, not doing it. This is how we become steady. Our mind becomes steady, and our vision becomes clear. And Brahma is sunlight. Without sadhana, that sunrise to which you can see everything will never come to you. So it is very important to follow this, especially for beginners. We have to be very conscious that we are become attracted to the chanting of the holy name. In the beginning, it may be obvious some force must be there, because we want to enjoy our mind. We want to do so many things. But those who are sincere, they say, sorry, my dear mind, you have to wait. First, I have to do my sadhana, my daily rituals, to chant the Nam. So without this, you can never see everything, will never come to you. So without sadhana, that sunrise through which you can see everything will never come to you. Unless the sun rises, how can you get sunlight? What is that sunlight? The sun is compared with Lord Krishna, and if you get Krishna's light, then all your darkness will go. Not even a spark of evil will influence your mind and intellect. You will be free from that. You will be pure. You cannot see that light. You cannot have that light without craving it, without practice and without complete surrender. Without complete surrender to the Spiritual Master and the Lord, you will not be able to understand it. So many people are very fond of listening to Radha Krishna pastimes and Rasa Krida pastimes. However, if they hear them, they will become slaves of karma. Karma, lust. We have seen that so many times. I'm a Gopi, and they only want to hear Gopi stories, the loving pastimes with Krishna and Gopis. And suddenly they become old men and want to enjoy the Gopis of this world. Become very attached. This is you have to be very careful. These pastimes are not meant for beginners, for those who have still not understood the transcendental pastimes of the Lord. They are not pastimes who can be imitated in this material world. Because here is karma. Karma means lust. We want to enjoy our body. In the transcendental world, there is no material, no matter. There's everything transcendental, spiritual. And nobody wants to enjoy his body. Everybody wants to give enjoyment to the Supreme Lord Krishna, his beauty, his very attractiveness cannot be compared with anything in this world. So everybody who gets a taste or a drop of nectar to see this, he will not be attracted to anything anymore in this world where we are living with this gross, where we are experiencing the happiness and distress and birth and death. So if they hear them, these pastimes, they will become slaves of karma, lust. So by listening, they say, oh, very good, exciting, exciting. Actually, this is not prema. You cannot realize prema like that. You must go from class 1 to class 2 and then to class 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 to become a master of arts. It is not a high jump. If that which is discussed by senior students. Is told to a young child of class 1 or 2, what will he understand? He will understand nothing. So our realized religious teachers, our acharyas, never said anything when a student was unfit. So this is very important points we have to understand. We first have to realize the ABC. We are in the first class, kindergarten, I would say. We have to learn, we have to first understand who I am. I do not know who I am. We have not understood yet. Theoretically, we may get some idea, but practically we are acting just like ordinary materialistic people who are very attached to this mundane conception of life. Not being conscious that every second it can be finished. And all our opulence, all our collection we are storing is lost. We can, and the illusion is finished. Nobody can argue against this. This is reality. This is the reality in this world. Everything will be taken away. Nothing you can keep. So, this is an ABC we have to understand. So when we are going to this beginning level, we can come to the first class of realization or understanding. And there are many classes. We have to pass. And we have to get the tests by the sadhu and by the Lord Krishna. We have to pass it. Have we passed all the tests? Fünf. In Austria, not enough. It's an important point we have to consider. I don't know if this is somebody here, he may not understand anything. There are only a few who are sincere, who want to understand more deep. This knowledge, Vedic knowledge, is older than all what is known to the Western world. And it has no beginning. It is by creation of this material universe it was given. From one qualified person to another. It is not something one has speculated of. It is not of a knowledge we can argue or we can speculate that we come forward. We cannot realize transcendental topics by our own. We are dependent on those who have realized, who have understood what is transcendental, what is eternal, who I am in reality. We cannot avoid the sadhu, those who are qualified. Because why? Because they are coming from there, or they have seen the truth. They are not personalities like we. Externally, material you may see. It's normal person. But we do not see beyond matter. We may, even if we may get control of the mind, this subtle matter, it is still you cannot attain with the mental on the mental level to realize eternity and transcendental plane, nor by your intellect. You may know all the books of this world, and you may know everything about this material world, but there's no qualification to understand who you are, because this I and my is always there. So in the identification with this, what I have realized or I have understood, this makes my life or makes my universe. This is so even in low class, I don't know, some drunkards sit together, they are speaking high philosophy. And what will be the topic? In the same way, even if you are the most intelligent scientist, you will always be limited by the bodily conception, by the mental conception, by the intellectual level. This will all disqualify us to understand the truth as it is. So that's because this will be not easily accepted by those who think they know so much. They have realized so much. They are so intelligent. What can they tell me? We are not, we have seen all the sides of this life, many lifetimes. We have gone through all these things. There are so many speculators who promise you how to get peace, how to get, I don't know, all kind of so-called meditation, but they do not know what meditation means, really. They do not know who they are in reality. And even theoretically may understand, but as soon as there's come danger to them, then they're crying, doctor, doctor, money, money, mama, mama. This is, we are helpless. But the devotee is someone, a real bhakta, who follows the highest way of yoga, bhakti, devotion. He is giving, he surrenders to the Supreme Lord. And he makes him the Lord of his life. Whatever he may arrange, he may accept. He is not going against, and he will become very close to the Lord. And we should not think that the Lord is not protecting his devotees, his dear devotees. He's always with them. They never have to face that. They never have to face problems like we are experiencing here in this material world. This is the mercy of Sadhu and Guru. So tomorrow is the divine appearance day of our Divine Master, Nitya Lila Pravistam Vishnupad. Paramahamsa Parikchari Astota Satasi Srimad Bhakti Vaibhapuri Goswami Maharaj. We must take shelter of a bona fide sadhu of Guru. And we must be sincere, and we must be ready to sacrifice. We want to attain the goal in a comfortable sofa. But we have to sacrifice. All what we are using here, what is pleasurable for us in this world, this all belongs to the material world. So material world means it is not yours. It is created by the Lord and it belongs to Him. If you take it, use it, you have to pay the price. Birth, disease, old age, death. It's simple, very simple understanding. And this is realized, you will be very careful how you will act in this world. Don't think you can control anything in this world. There's a controller above you. And he will just give the results you deserve according to your activities, past activities. So the thing is that you will not change it by your action, whatever may happen in this material world. We have to change. Every individual has to change his vision, how to see this world. And this is the secret to come out and to understand who I am. I am not this body, I am not Mr. So-and-so or Mrs. So-and-so or a monkey or a dog. This is only temporary. Any question on this or any comments? Yes? It feels? Yes, will come punishment. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur writes in his prayer, in his song, happiness and punishment are distress. Both he likes, because through punishment I can learn. I can learn why, because what I should avoid or what I should not do. And happiness will come also, but he will be neutral to both of them. Happiness and punishment. Because he is a devotee, what we spoke now. We have given our life to the Lord. He is in charge of me. And He will not give you a punishment when you are a devotee of the Lord. He will give you only this much that you are, because we are living since millions of births in this world. So we have got big attachment to this world, many things. So we want to let it go, but we hold on. We want to be free of this, but we're holding on. So we are thinking when he's revealing us or frees us from this attachment, then we think this is punishment. But the devotee will think, oh, he wants to help me to give it up, because our free will never be disturbed. So he will make arrangement, and it to us seems, oh, this is punishment. But he just wants us, let it go. This will just give you more distress. You will not become happy with attachment to this material world. So if he is merciful, he gives a little more. When he sees, oh, this devotee is sincere, then but do not say he is welcome, both of them, the happiness and the distress, whatever may come. Because we should have faith in the Lord. He will not torture us. He wants that we are coming back home where we belong to. And this is one part also. But this will go if we make all the experiences, if we cannot give up, then he sends us back and say, okay, you have to experience it. And next life or 100 lives later, you again get the chance. Then you will say, I'm so happy to give it up. Now I have the chance. For me, it was such a great moment. And I asked Guru Maharaj at the very beginning in Vrindavan, India, how can I become purified? And he told me, whatever attachment, whatever I have learned, whatever I know about spiritual life, whatever you have learned, you forget it, kick it out. So normally, I think normally one would like, but. I have so many important things I can use. He said, kick it out, all of it. And I was so happy. And I thought, okay, I waited for this so long time. And then it was like the burden on my shoulders. And it's falling down, and I become light. He mentioned many times this in lectures. You must become light. Now this material duties, this material life is making us heavy. We have to carry so much on our shoulders. So to become light, you forget everything. This experience, this was the first order Guru Maharaj gave, and I was so happy that, because it was already my desire, what I learned before about spiritual life. It was not pure. It was not this what I'm looking for. I wanted absolutely. So one has to become very sincere and very humble to accept this. If one is puffed up or one is very proud of his understanding, then he is disqualified and he cannot understand. The teachings of the Lord is giving in the Vedic literature, Upanishad, and the Puranas, and the Bhagavatam, and Bhagavad Gita, of course. We will not properly understand it. We will just speak out what we think it is useful for me, and the other things we will reject. But we have to go to someone who has understood. And then our heart becomes clear, clean, purified. Anything more to say? Was this answer a question? Okay. Nobody dares to ask.
Purified, then I can start.
Yes, Tatvili Pranipatane Pariprasnila Seva Upadishandite Jnanam Jnanina Statvatachina. Bhagavad Gita Shloka Krishna says, if you want to know the truth, you have to ask question in a humble way, and you have to serve the sadhu. And he can reveal the truth to you. Not this, how he reveals it, this we will not understand. It will not come from the outside. By speaking, you cannot become spiritually advanced. It will be given in, he will speak, it will come to our heart, and we will realize there. So this qualifications is there. We have to become humble, asking question in a humble way, not in a challenging way. Because I had so many clear questions. They are coming. They just want to hear what they want to hear. They want me to say what they want to hear. So I could not support them. So they come for months. You know, I become an enemy of them because I did not speak what they wanted to hear. That they are right. We cannot do this. Truth is truth. This is not Guru Maharaj said. Many lectures he started. Truth is truth. You cannot change the truth. If you think you can change it, then even it was not truth. Jai Sri Gurudev, Lila Bhavistam, Vishnupad, Brahmahamsa, Vicharya, Stota, Shanta, Srimad, Bhakti, Vaibhava, Buri Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Nitai Gaura Premanandi, Manjaka.